Hello, hello. Welcome to your timeless North Node reading here on North Node Alchemy. My name is Samara. Welcome and welcome back. So, in this round of readings, we are accessing information in your Earth Star chakra, which is an important chakra to be in tune with. It holds the information of your what we call the sacred invitation. So, the invitation that was sent out to your soul to come to Earth during this time of great growth, expansion, and transition. That chakra, the Earth Star chakra, is overlit by the Archangel Sandalphon. And on this particular card for the Archangel Sandalphon, it says, tune into your divine potential, bring the world into harmony. If you have worked with your Earth Star chakra before, you may have seen it come in kind of a range of colors between brown and silver. When I started working, excuse me, I just woke up. When I started working with my Earth Star chakra, it was first showing up as a kind of a light metallic brown, and then it moved into a brownish, like a silvery brown, and now it's silver. So that was my journey of activating, awakening, and strengthening my connection to my Earth Star chakra. It's important in your understanding your destiny, path, and purpose. So that's why it's popped into this these North Node readings where we focus on that aspect of our soul. Do remember that these are general readings. I'm just doing one intro for the whole collective. So these standard reminders, remember these are general readings, so not everything will resonate with you. But if it does resonate with you, or enough resonates with you that you feel like you want to know more, I do personal readings, and I have a particular reading called the personal extended reading that you can request. And that in that format, you can send me the link for whatever video or the title of whatever video resonated with you, and we will work from that basis and continue to clarify and expand based on the general reading that I've done here on YouTube. Last bit of information before we get started. This will be a kind of shortened version of my full North Node spread. So I usually use 6 or 7 decks even, and this time I'm only using 4 for this. So we'll be together for about 25 to 30 minutes. And okay, let's get started. Enjoy your reading. Hello, Virgo North Node. Welcome to Messages from your Earth Star Chakra, timeless messages. Let's jump right in. Already opened the space and meditated on your cards. Ooh. Let's see what the overarching energies, big high vibrational energies coming from your Earth Star chakra. At this time, it may also be just the characteristics of your Earth Star chakra for Virgo North Node. Obviously, I've asked for specific messages. If you are subscribed to this channel, I ask specifically for messages for you. I also ask for messages for those who maybe, whose guides draw them to this channel. Yes. So, as always, take what resonates and leave what does not. And if there's nothing in this for you at this time, then you can check out any of the other North Node readings, or you can subscribe. And that may bring your people to me to be your messenger for however long they will allow it. So let me jump right in. I'm just blabbing along here. So number 42, fairies, is the first card you have here. Let me hold it up better. You have fairies, and then you have Egyptian eagle. It's card 40. And let me see if I remember these two by heart. I don't think so. I have to grab the guidebook. This could be in flow or it's healing, but I'm not going to guess. Healing with intention is number 16. And then card 31 is joyous. Healing with intention and joyous. So what I'm seeing in your Earth Star chakra here, Virgo North Node, is a lot of energy towards an old soul in a childlike spirit. So there's an eternal youthfulness. The bottom of the deck, you have universal connection. Right. So I feel cycles of youthfulness, joyousness. It's almost like, yeah, cyclical. I don't know why they're bringing me the energy of aging, but cyclical aging. You know, there'll be times in your life where the feeling of what's bogging you down, of your challenges, will make you feel older, may even make you look physically older. But there's always this resurfacing. So while this is called Egyptian Eagle, I do get the Phoenix energy, which if you're looking at the screen, you can see why. And this resurgence of vitality over and over again. And in that, I feel you're part of your Earth Star purpose here, or makeup, is healing through those challenging times. And getting closer and closer to your joy. So every time you come back around to this youthful vitality energy, you're living more of your innate joy, the joy of, let's call it divine joy, becomes grounded in the earth, becomes part of how you live, becomes part of how you vibrate. It becomes manifest. So there's this, yeah, it's a cycle. I feel like calling it a cycle of rebirth somehow. But in this, it's like you're never going back to zero. You're just building over and over again on top of what, excuse me, I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb. So yes, you're building on top of the joy and the understanding of joy that you already have established. Let me get some tarot to clarify. I heard perfecting joy, perfecting your joy. This feels more appropriate. And I'm going to take that because it just feels like that's what's happening. So, you have the Two of Inspiration in reverse, clarifying the Fairies card. Okay, so in your Earth Star chakra, I am feeling and hearing that you'll have some very clear direction of where to go, and it will feel like there's nothing else that you are supposed to be doing, or there's no other option. Other people may ask you or encourage you to let go of an idea, to let go of a relationship, for example. And of course, if there is self-harm or if there's destructive energy, toxic energy, or harm involved in these situations or relationships, this is not a excuse or allowance to allow that to continue. It's rather, I feel that your trajectory and what you want gets very clear. It's very, very, like your purpose, your path, purpose, and mission is very exact. That's the energy I'm getting. It's very exact and it's very almost solitary, singular focus, which is interesting. That it comes by the fairies card. I feel that this singular focus is that childhood vitality, that joy. So there's also you getting clear on what your singular focus is. And not intellectualizing yourself away from it. Because if I go down here to Egyptian Eagle, you have the 9 of materials and you have the 2 of emotions. 9 of materials is speaking of building this world, this abundance that you are able to enjoy. You enjoy your own creations. You bask in the garden that you've planted and that you've grown, in everything that you've established. And in the 2 of emotions, I'm feeling that there's a very balanced energy, and you can only kind of dance with people who have met themselves on such a level of self sufficiency. So I feel, so the energy, as I said in the beginning, relationships kind of came up here. I feel the energy of rising above codependencies. And those relationships can be friendships, family, they can be business or academic relationships, they can also be romantic relationships. But this dance with people and continuously coming back to this point where you grow from the influence of people, but you're not dependent on people, and you not allowing them to be dependent on you. And so they led me to those words about toxic relationships or harmful relationships, harmful situations. And I feel that when it stops feeding you, healing with intention, the muse of voices and strength, and the joyful card. It's like when it no longer feeds you, we have to understand, you're being asked to understand that it's not selfish to let go or to set boundaries. It is literally being aware of not draining yourself, for not being a martyr for others. There is something in that. Ooh. And there's a lot of dancing imagery. I know this deck also just kind of has it, but you have these 2 cards where the Muse of Voices has 2 like mirror figures dancing. And then the 2 of Emotions also has these, they're in the flow and dancing and swimming together. So there's this dance with life. There's this, and they're pointing me also to the wave. Healing with intention, how it kind of looks like a wave here. So there's an energy of dancing with the motions of emotion, thought and emotion, dancing through relationships and going with the flow and letting things go when it's time to let them go. Because your goal is a singular one and it is this. So as soon as this childlike anything is possible, I'm tuned into my joy, I'm living my joy energy is somehow gone or under threat from someone, gaslighting, someone who doesn't appreciate you being able to be a happy person or can't celebrate your successes, you are called to walk always towards this feeling of magic and joy. So with the strength card, it's, to me, yes, being at peace with those decisions of letting people go. And they're reminding me that Virgo is the virgin, which is not just, the modern day interpretation of someone who hasn't had intercourse, sexual intercourse. It's always explained to me as she or he, one who is whole unto themselves, right? They cycle their own energy, sexual energy. They're empowered by themselves. They're stimulated by themselves. Their energy is not depleted by others. There's no cords attached to them. They walk barefoot on the earth and are one in mind, body, and spirit with their own creative energy. And that is that sense of self-sufficiency and self enjoyment, if you will, self-worth, self-gratitude, like just being in awe of yourself and feeling not only am I enough, I am so, when I wake up in the morning, I don't feel like I'm missing anything or anybody. That there's this singular focus of being your own magical being. Let's see what characteristics you're being asked to embody or who will come along your path to aid this unfolding of your Earth Star Chakra journey. Okay, I don't know where this one is going to go. We have a couple. Oh, we have a lot here. This one came here. The Catalyst. Are we taking all three of these? No, that's a reshuffle. Those just fell. Okay, we are taking the Gambler. And okay. So at the top here, you have the Gambler and the Assassin. So the Gambler says loss, risks, and the Assassin, ruthlessness, conviction. This is that singular focus. So I'm actually feeling two energies here. You have your singular focus, and that may mean doing some things that feel like it's a risk, letting go of certain relationships where there's a comfort or the feeling that we should be working together because these things we can achieve together. But if there's a cost of your peace, if they're taking more than they're giving, then the gamble on your side would likely be moving away from that energy without knowing, how you're going to replace that person, that resource necessarily. But the Assassin is also about some of that risk may not be just cutting off the relation or the situation. It may be standing your ground on what you need in order to feel comfortable in that situation, in order for you to feel that there's an equal give and take. So setting strong boundaries, and if you're not going to get that, being willing to walk away. On the flip side, I feel that there are people who are trying to pull you off of this path. And they will come up in ways big and small. So you have assassins coming towards you, but you also need to embody your own assassin, because they're reminding you that the people that are asking you to compromise your boundaries want you to do that for their own benefit, not for your benefit. So they're not looking out for your best interest. They're asking you to put your interests aside to prioritize theirs. And this is where you're being asked to be relentless and ruthless in the protection of your own energy and of your bigger, larger purpose. And then we have the hunter and the patron. The hunter is sure-footedness, predestination, and the patron, mentorship and finances. So there is an inspirational person coming into your life, if they're not already there. You are being asked, though, to also seek out that energy when you are ready. And that could be as small as writing the intention, thinking the intention of what it is you're trying to build. I got an entrepreneurial spirit on one side, but I feel like this has much more to do. It's your whole world. It's building your whole world. And understanding that there is a predestined element to this success that you're going to have. There is a predestined element that you don't have to really worry about. You just need to align with it, and aligning with some mentorship, investors, people who help you make the most out of the resources that you have available to you. So they see how to make how to really leverage the resources that you already have. They could be very creative thinkers. There's someone that you can learn from, and there's someone who's very encouraging. And this patron is coming by this Two of Emotions card as well. So I feel your end is having the vision and asking for the help in the hunter, and the help will come in the form of these patrons that you feel an affinity to, or just be careful of not romanticizing or putting someone on a pedestal. These are people who have come to help you onto your own pedestal, right? So you're uplifting each other. It will be a very equal give and take. They're showing me also in this the two hands and the two scepters or wands, or I don't know how to describe that, but there's a balance give and take. And they enjoy helping you. They enjoy seeing you flourish. That's also how you're going to know that this person has come for that purpose, because they actually seem to genuinely enjoy passing on knowledge and seeing people grow. And they'll be genuinely interested in helping you. Then we have the catalyst, radical changes, taking control. Okay, I'm getting this energy in two ways. One, the catalyst is something that, is neither a part of it's not a part of what the end result is, or the outcome. It doesn't belong to the ingredients. It doesn't belong to the final product, right? It's like it just comes in and makes its change. So I do feel you'll have fleeting situations, fleeting people pass through. And sometimes it will be you that, as I said here in the beginning, you set a boundary that basically ends up showing you how much or how little people value you, and the real context, the true nature of your relationship. the true nature of these situations, these relationships. Just be aware that you'll often have little seemingly small things that come up that end up causing large changes. You're just being called to take, these are the same element, air. When you think about the element of air, I don't want to go too long on this, but when you think about the element of air, it can cause great destruction even though you can't see it, or great upheaval even though you can't see it. It spreads seeds from trees, it uproots things, so they're saying take control of your mind when these things come in. Take control of your mind when these upheavals come, and use that energy to bring you closer to this singular focus, closer to the joy, closer to what you're building. Always have that, when you can have the emotional reaction as soon as you catch yourself, and give yourself space to see from a higher perspective and see more objectively. How can you now take control and make decisions that serve what you're building in your physical reality, in your spiritual development, in your emotional stability, right? So I think I'll leave that there. I'm going to get your final oracles. How many am I taking? 2? Okay. I thought there was a third, though, under my finger. This one. Okay. Okay. So we have here cleansing, card 25. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize this. I'm not really on the camera here. Cleansing. There you go. Then you have love, tomato, card 30. And then we have luck, 31, lime. Okay. I like that luck comes by the gambler. So luck is saying what will be, will be. Cleansing there. Yeah, you have some routine cleaning out of people, stagnant relationships, stagnant energies, situations that do not serve you anymore. And this is all to be done with the spirit of love and healing. These are all the same element. I'm just seeing that here. Yes, they're all the water element. So I feel, to wrap this up, from your Earth Star chakra, there's a lot of energy of cleansing emotional realities. And that's the energy I've been feeling. It's like building this the emotional reality that you build is somehow more important than what you physically build, or is the root of what you physically build. And when you're building from that joyous place, then everything, you'll be watering your garden, but other people's gardens will be watered as a result. But your priority, your singular focus is your own happy garden where the fairies play and you wake up and smile at it every day and feel a sense of self-satisfaction. So Virgo North Node, I hope that was helpful to you. Do like and subscribe. And if this reading resonated with you, I do extended personal readings or personal extended readings. Yes. So if we can continue exactly from where this left off, and I can dig in more for you personally, that link is in the description box. And so I wish you all the best, and I will see you next time. Until then, take care, be well, and stay blessed. Bye for now.